Ah. Hey people. So, just wanted to shoot a live today. Now I've already put a video up today, but I wanted to go live because I got this question quite a few times over the last few weeks. I wanted to address it. It's also something I'm going to go a bit deeper into. But first of all, if you haven't seen my video already, I'm in Tulum at the moment, which is extremely hot. So, the jungle, which is always fun. Before I get into the question that I'm going to answer today, just want to say, if you're not already following me on, or if you haven't already signed up to our mailing list over at www.reviveyourself.co, please head over there, put in your name and email so you don't miss any of our podcast videos, articles, etc. My Revive Yourself account on Instagram has been disabled today, so if you don't want to miss anything, these Facebook owned platforms, I don't know how long we're going to be on them for some of the things that we share, so please head on over to www.reviveyourself.co and put in your name and email address so you don't miss anything. So today's question, people, was, I get it quite a lot regarding people that message me around cold and flu-like symptoms, asking me what should they do, and should they take any ibuprofen, should they take a Lemsip, for example. Now, this time of year, I'm going to go deep into it. I did a video on it last year. I think I'll hit it again. Most times this time of the year, it's actually liver cleaning season. It's spring, and it's a time of the year that you may experience feeling a little bit run down. You may get some skin eruptions, cold or flu-like symptoms, which is normal, and I'm going to go into that at a deeper. Thank you, Helen. I'm going to that deeper in a day or two. Probably leave it for next week. But when it comes to cold and flu-like symptoms, you do not want to be taking ibuprofen, any anti-inflammatories, synthetic toxic anti-inflammatories, or things like Lemsip. So ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory, but it's very, very toxic. It actually destroys the gut lining, very poisonous for the liver. It's giving the body an artificial inflammatory response. Lemsip as well. Look at the back of the Lemsip packet. Will show you the ingredients list. You do not want to be putting that into your body. That is not going to produce health. It's going to produce ill health. They may suppress symptoms, but that stops the body from doing what it wants to do. When you get a cold or a flu, which is actually the body just cleaning house, it needs to do that because it wants to get rid of the toxic debris that it has accumulated. Okay. Which is very important if you want to stay healthy. So, things that have been stored in your body, things may come out of your skin. You may get a fever, a temperature. That's normal because you can live at temperatures that parasites, pathogens, etc. can't. So the body wants to clean house. Okay, so if you get skin eruptions, flu, you may during this period you might get diarrhea, whatever it is. The body's looking to get rid of it. Okay, it's very, very clever. Same thing that people do when they take blood pressure lowering tablets. It's completely naive because your blood pressure is at that level for a reason, because the body feels like it needs to pump the blood around at that level so it can get the nutrients and the oxygen and everything else it needs into the into the muscles, the organs that need it. So taking a chemical that lowers your blood pressure is naive, okay? Because it doesn't get to the root cause of the problem. The blood pressure is high for a reason, whether that be stress or toxins or whatever it may be. Once you start taking those things away and getting to the root, your blood pressure will normalise. I remember as well, people have got different blood pressure because we're all different. It's the same reason I wear size 10 trainers and some other men wear 9 and 11 or whatever. Okay, so it's really important to understand this, okay? So when you're going through a cold or flu, you don't want to be taking things to negate the symptoms. Yes, they can suck. Okay, exactly. Yes, the symptoms can suck, and they're not always great. But it's actually your body getting rid of the things it needs to. It's very, very clever. Remember, your skin's your largest detoxification organ, so get things coming out through the skin. You may sweat at night. You may even wake up in night sweats. Okay, and also your body gets rid of toxins through sweat, urine, stool, and breath. And women also have the menstrual cycle. It's probably why they live longer than we do, okay? Because they're able to get out extra toxins every month. It's also why the Finnish men, studies have shown, the Finnish men live 7 years longer on average than the rest of their European counterparts, because they use saunas, 3 to 4 to 7, 3, 4, 7 times a week. Anywhere from 3 to 4 to 7 times a week. So it allows the body to clean, which is really important. You go in a sauna, you'll sweat a lot. You go in with a partner or your friend and you get a towel, you wipe their back, it'll come off black. People don't realise how toxic they are. So if you're going through that, you have to ride it out and give the body time to do what it needs to, okay? So what you need to do is keep on giving it the nutrient-dense foods that it needs, okay? Things you would normally, all your organic foods, try and stay away from conventional if you can because of the herbicides, pesticides, rodenticides, chemical fertilizers, okay, etc. Organic foods, okay? Nourishing foods. Make sure you got the right levels of water. The best solution for pollution is dilution. Remember that, okay? Soup, something like a warming soup's great at this time. You can maybe just drink the broth if you want, but you can chuck things in like chicken with broccoli, carrots, onions and garlic if your gut can tolerate it, okay, etc. Peppers, you can drink that down. A little bit of ginger in there, some chilies because obviously that's very good for all strength, immune system strengthening, okay, very good. Your teas, Palo d'Arco, Quechua Pedra, Cat's Claw, great at this time. Okay, very good. Then there's obviously vitamin C, vitamin D. You can use. You can get all this at www.reviveyourself.co. Go onto the shop. It's all there under Evolution Organics or Atrium Purity, or any of the other things. You know, probiotics for your gut are very good. Probiotic-rich liquids are great. But staying away from your sugar, alcohol, processed refined foods. Okay, obviously caffeine, dairy. Obviously cigarettes, things like that. These are going to make the body more toxic. So the body's cleaning house. You can do that, okay? Add these things in. Make sure you get enough rest. Okay, don't stare at a blue screen all night because that eats up your vitamin C. Lemon water, lime water, okay? Your body, there's no toxic amount of vitamin C, you can have that. Dark room, lots of rest, okay? Give the body the time it needs. I know today we're like constantly on the go and it's hard for us to slow down. Trust me, I can be guilty of this as well because I'm a fire type, like most of my clients are. It's easier for us to do too much than it is to do too little. So, but you've got to give yourself time for yin. Too much yang. If you have too much time in the sun, or if there was no water, no rain, what happens? You get brownout, okay? You get a drought. You need that yin, okay? If you get too much water, obviously you have a flood, but most people are on that burnout. It's leading to them being constantly in their sympathetic nervous system, okay, rather than their parasympathetic, which is rest and digest. It's also meaning their livers are functioning at 40% of what they're capable of, which is why people get such issues. And we're going to liver, and people say you can't detox the liver and it doesn't get overloaded. It does, but we're going to that another time. So anyway, hopefully this is helping, guys. Okay, these are the things you want to do. Remember your greens. There's other things you can add in there like olive or oregano. You can put a drop of that into some olive oil, drink that down. It's very, very good. Be careful with essential oils though. That's olive oil or oregano essential oils. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is the same equivalent as 19 cups of peppermint tea. So be careful with that. Olive oil because it's a good carrier oil. Otherwise it can burn. Things like colloidal silver. Okay, that can be good. Grapefruit seed extract. All these things are very powerful for the immune system. Okay, so you can add all these in. Okay, and remember, but rest and sleep and your water. And you can do other things like a lymphatic drainage bath or sauna. Sauna can be very, very powerful during this time, helping the body just to clear quicker. Don't have to go overboard. A sauna once every few days. Lymphatic drainage bath as well. You can get in a bath as hot as possible for 30 to 45 minutes. It can be hard, so maybe take your phone or watch a film if you can in there, and just let the body purge. You can put a little drop of essential oil, lavender in there, some Epsom salts. These things help, okay? But staying away from synthetic toxic medication is a winner. Okay, so obviously diet and lifestyle, all those things I mentioned there, okay? Hopefully this helps people, okay? It gives you enough information, but you need to let the body process it. It's going through that process for a reason, and I'll get onto the liver and why it cleans in spring and what it does in another video, which is very, very important for people to realise, because people think that they're ill. The body's cleaning. It wants to go through a process. Obviously, the healthier you are, the less you'll go through those processes because it won't need to clean as much. And there's also things that are going on right now, which we can talk about at a later date, about nanotechnology, what's going on in the air, and how we can stop ourselves from getting into that. Okay, which is quite powerful, which we'll be talking about at a later date. But I'll go into the liver next week. Okay. Otherwise, have a good Friday. I hope this helps people. Stay away from the ibuprofen, the Lemsips and all that, the paracetamol. You don't want that. They are extremely toxic. They are gut destroying, liver destroying, back up your kidneys. You don't want it, okay? Hope this helps people. As I said before, if you haven't already, go to www.reviveyourself.co and put your name and email address in so you're on our mailing list. That way you don't miss any of our videos, podcasts, articles, etc. Because I have been taken, my Revive Yourself account has been taken off of Instagram at the moment. So if you don't want to miss any of that, please head on over there so you don't miss it, okay? And I'll speak to you soon, people. Have a good rest of the Friday if you're in the UK, if you're in the US or Canada or anywhere else around the world. Have a good day, have a good evening. Speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.